Okay, welcome back, guys. How was lunch?
Okay.
Good. All right. Okay, so always they say after lunch is the graveyard period lah. So I try my best to keep you all in the moment lah. Okay. So now before we go, we're going to do something called an energizer, just to burn get the muscles loose. Okay. So I call this the Superman game. Right. It's a very easy game. My father taught it to me when I was a small kid, and then I'm obliged to teach it to my children, and then now I'm going to use it with you. Okay. So it's very, very easy. We'll need to stand, but not yet. Okay. There are three characters in this game. Okay. There's Superman, there's Batman, and there's Spider-Man. Okay. So when I say Superman, you're going to put your hands up like this. It doesn't matter which hand. Okay. It's just, this is the action for Superman. All right. When I say Batman, it's like this. One hand or two fingers, it's fine. Okay. So this is Batman. All right. And number 3 is Spider-Man. All right. These are the only 3 characters in this game. All right. And you are going to do what I say and not what I do. Okay. You're going to do what I say. Okay. If I say Spider-Man, you do Spider-Man. I say Superman, you do Superman. I say Batman. It's very easy, right? Okay. We'll just increase the intensity of the game as we go. Okay. All right. So can we try the first trial run? Okay. Let's try. Okay. Yeah, stand up. Okay, let's stand. Okay. So let's try. Okay. Ready? Are you? Can Presley is very excited already. Okay, ready? Okay. Batman. Okay. Right. So now I know everybody's not looking at me, so you got to look at me. Okay. You got to look at me. Okay. So ready? We try again. Right. Ready? So do what I say. What I say. Okay. So. That's the point lah. Okay lah, pasti lah. Okay, so look at me. Okay, ready? Just you ready? Yeah. Superman. Apa? Superman. Okay. All right. Batman. Spider-Man. Ultraman. There is no Ultraman. Okay. There is no Ultraman.
Oh, if no, just do nothing lah.
Yeah, stay in your old position lah.
Okay.
All right. So, okay, David. I saw what you're trying to do, David. You're like. No, it's not Tai Chi, it's taking his time. Okay. It's Spider-Man. Okay. Alright. Okay, let's try. Okay, now we're going to go fast. You get the game, right? Okay, Batman. Superman. Spider-Man. Batman. Wow. Okay. Alright, Yeah, that's okay. Ready, Okay, Mr. Serious, Okay, Batman. Mr. You must look at me. Okay, Batman. Okay, Spider-Man. Faster a bit. Batman. Spider-Man. Batman. Spider-Man. Superman. Spider-Man. Batman. Okay, so have a seat lah. Thank you. Just relax only lah. Just relax only this thing. Okay. So there is a point to this game. Okay, it's not just there's a point to this game. All right. So it becomes very difficult when we look at something, right, and then we give the wrong information. Even though it's in front of you, you hear it, but our decision making goes in a different angle. So always, now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get our facilitator at the back there to monitor this for you. Okay. Now you're going to sit down and do this game. Okay. Now with your eyes closed. Okay. Close your eyes. Okay. You're going to do what I say. Okay. And not what I do. Okay. Ready? It's okay. It's okay. Okay. No problem. Okay. Close your eyes. You don't look at me like. Just close your eyes. Okay. Batman. Okay. Superman. Batman. Superman. Batman. One more time, maybe a bit too fast for Kong. Okay. Spider-Man. Batman. Spider-Man. Batman. Superman. Batman. Okay. Thank you. Okay, open your eyes. Okay, thank you. So, Mr. Facilitator, 100%. Okay. So, when your eyes are not when your eyes are not looking at the problem, and you're just listening to it, you're able to address the issue much better. So that's the point of today's energizer. Okay, when we come to a point where we need to differentiate what we see and what we hear. Okay, sometimes what we see is not what it actually is. Okay, in modern days time, there's so many things like that. And to drive this point even more, we're going to go to a third topic today, which is called basic body language understanding. Okay, so this is something everybody knows lah. Okay, so but before we start, I want to ask you something. What do you all see in this photo? They are not talking, they are not saying anything, right? Okay? But something is going on there. Something is being conveyed there through just the photo, through their body language. Mr. Presley, what do you see there?
I see happiness.
Happiness, okay. What else?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I see happiness. I see me keselesaan.
Because comfortable, comfort.
Yeah.
Okay, comfort, alright, okay. Anybody else? Jessica, what do you see? When you look at this photo, what do you see there?
Nice weather.
Nice weather, okay. We're focusing on the people. What else do you guys see?
Happy.
Happy, okay, alright.
Loving.
Loving, you see love. Sorry?
Warmness.
Warmness, okay, alright. What else do you guys see? Can I say, I see trust? Do you see that? Okay. I see eagerness. The child and the father are waiting, they're eager to see each other, you know. I see excitement. Okay. So these are few things you just see from this photo. But what just happened there? The child maybe came back from school, she's got a school bag, and the father maybe came back for lunch. The father just wants to greet the daughter. But there's so much expressed just in that photo by looking at their body. Right? You agree? Now that is the power of body language. Okay? Now, body language is a form of communication, but it's non-verbal. Alright? Non-verbal. There's some people who go around saying 93% of what you communicate comes from your body language. I mean, that's a bit debatable. You know, not everything is body language. I mean, you just can't walk into a foreign country if you don't speak the language and just do body language and they'll understand what you're saying, right? It doesn't work. I mean, I've been to Indonesia at that time, you know. Though I could speak Malay, but you know, the Bahasa Indonesia is much different. You know, what they call airport, they call bandara, is it? I think something like that, you know. So everything is different. I mean, even if I did this, I want to go here, I still needed to know something. But body language helps you in communicating what you're verbally saying. Okay? In certain cases, it stands alone. Just doing the verbal, the body language alone shows what it stands for. But most of the time, it aids what you're trying to say. All right? And it shows something that, how to say, when you speak, you plan it, right? You plan it. It comes out of your brain and all that, right? But body language is something that is done intuitionally. It's like how your body feels, you know. You can't hide. You know, those days they say your eyes is the window to your soul, the window to your soul or something like that, they say, you know. And then, you know, you watch olden days FBI movies, right? They will say, if your eyes look to the right and look up, that means that person is lying, you know. And if it looks down to the left, they're telling the truth, something like that, you know. So the body actually speaks, all right? And sometimes unknowingly what you're trying to say, okay? So sometimes for someone who's nervous, they're just quiet down like this or whatever that, you know. So why we are learning this body language today is for you to capture, number one, how you can use some basic understandings when you're talking to your customer, all right? And also you can gauge when your customer is talking to you, what are they trying to say, all right? So we speak in three forms. Number one is we speak through our facial features, all right? Our facial features is your eyebrows, your eyes, and your mouth, all right? So can you give me a big smile? Can you all give me a big smile? Can you give me a big smile? Yeah. Do you realize that it's not just your mouth that moves? Do you realize your eyes move? Do you realize your eyebrows move? That is the facial expression, everything about you. Now give me an angry face. Give me a Hulk face. You see? Everything moves, right? Your whole face works together to show this communication. Alright? Number three is hand gestures. As you see, I'm trying here, right? A lot of hand gestures and how you talk, how you bring up things. We're going to go through this as well. There are some gestures that can help you as well. Okay? And finally is body movements. How the body is right, is also something that you can read what the person's trying to say. So for example, now if I come and stand here, I stand next to Presley and I'm only talking to you. Just talking to him, hey, how are you doing? And Presley's like, but I'm not even looking at Presley. So my body's just trying to say, I don't want to talk to this guy. Okay? So usually if you're married, husbands and wife have this post lah, you know, where the wife is always talking, the husband's not listening lah. Okay? So anyway, so we're going to go into this in detail a little bit. Okay? Number one is your facial gesture, like I said just now, your eyebrows, your eyes, and your mouth. And we're going to look at some scientific studied figures or features to help you. Okay? So these are what science calls as the six basic expression. I'm not sure how they came to this, but okay, but this is the six. All right. Number one is angry. You look at the eyebrows, you look at the eyes, you look at the mouth form, you look at the jawline. All right. This is disgust. You look at it. All right. So imagine now you're disgusted with something. How was your face look if you're disgusted with something, Presley? Okay, no, Presley, do it and hold. Do it and hold. Okay, do it. Show it to them. You're disgusted, huh? You're disgusted. Disgusted. Should do it? Okay, so let's look at this. Is he close?
No.
No? Check his eyebrows.
Eyebrows, yeah.
Okay, his lips. And then the frown here. What was that? Disgust? That's your disgust. That's a very proud face.
David, show me David.
Okay, never mind. We're just having fun, okay? We're just going to, okay? This is just a guide. Everybody has different facial expression, but it comes out, okay? So this is fear, alright? The frown, leveled eyebrows, dilated eyes, mouth, trying to get more air, kind of thing. Joy, of course, this is very easy, like what you guys did just now. Your eyebrows go up, your eyes go small, you know. And then I always joke with my wife, I tell her, don't smile too much, then cannot see the eyes, you know. So yeah, so and then this is sadness. Of course, this is something we've all gone through before, like, you know, so we know how it feels. And this is surprise. Everything goes up, your whole face is wondering what's going on. Okay, so these are the simple basic six expressions, okay, that we can use and which we are going to use throughout this next talk. Alright, so just have a quick look at this, okay? Alright, so what do you call this guy? What is he going through?
Happy.
Anybody else?
Joy.
Joy, okay. Anybody else? Misal? Smile, okay, alright. So what is his expression? What is he saying? When he smiles, what is he saying?
Hello.
He's happy lah. Okay, so that is you look at him, you know you can't go wrong lah. You don't think he's crying lah, okay? Just relax lah, alright? Hey, number two, what is she going through?
Sad.
Sadness, okay? Alright, so this is very easy lah, sad lah. Huh? Alright. What is this guy going through?
Anger.
Anger, very good. You guys are masters in this, man. You don't even need me to give a talk already.
Disgust.
You're right. Amazing job, Presley. Please have a Mentos, Presley. There's a reward for you, man. Okay. What is she trying to say?
Surprise.
Yeah?
She's questioning, confused,
Yeah, look at the eyebrows.
Yeah.
Okay.
unsure, doubt.
Down.
Very good. Doubt. Okay, you look at her. She's raising her eyebrows. Okay, her eyes are like,
Macam pun slow buat lagi.
yeah. Okay, this one.
Disgust.
Dia.
Like,
Iya.
all discuss, yeah.
Iya.
Really?
No. Confused?
Anger.
No.
What is she? She's confused. Okay, so this one's confused. She looks very familiar. I'm not sure where I've seen her before. Okay, all right, and this one.
Scared.
Ini
Oh,
macam
surprised.
dia bukan. This guy look a train coming from him to him. A train.
So what is he? Fear. Okay, very good. All right.
Nah, movie selalu apa? Macam kereta api dan
Okay. Alright, this?
Surprise.
Surprise, very easy lah, huh? Okay, alright. So now we're going to go a little bit into hand gestures, okay? So now I want to spend some time on that because facial expression, right, is something you cannot run away from, okay? How do I say this? If you are angry at the situation, you are angry lah, okay? So what I'm going to try to impart on you is, you know when a person is angry. This is for you to read. For you to read what that person is going through. When they talk to you, what is the expression they're giving you. For you to understand how you tackle the situation. But what is very important that I want to drive across to you is your hand gesture, where now we are going to go to how we tackle the customer. Yeah. Alright? So there are two basic hand gestures. Number one is co-speech gestures. The other one is emblems. So co-speech gestures is exactly what it means. It goes with verbal communication. It's not standalone. Alright? It helps in when you're talking to someone, right? It helps in what you're trying to express to them. Okay? Alright? So there are four types of co-speech gestures. Number one is iconic. Iconic is to describe something or someone using related gestures. It's usually in physical size lah. You know, we're referring to that. You know, we have some people, the river was really wide. That guy is so tall. You know, that room is really small. The square feet is really limited. Okay, by itself, it means nothing. You understand? By itself, it means nothing. It means nothing. Well, what am I trying to do here? But it helps me when I'm saying something. Kong is really tall. You kind of like get an impression that he's much taller than I am, you know. So these are called iconic hand gestures. It helps you with what you're trying to talk about. Okay, all right. Number two, okay, so like this lady, all right. Number two is pointing. A gesture. Let's say now I'm talking to Miss Jessica about CP. So I'm saying it's in that place over there. It's pointing. It's a directional aid to what's happening. Okay? Alright? So this is something that you use your body gestures as well. Alright? Number three is metaphoric. Okay. So this one is really very simple lah. You know. So yeah, you have this icon. Not so much. Okay. This is to describe like, oh, I'm in love with you. It still comes with something. It's still aided with love. I mean love pula. It's aided with verbal speech. Okay. I bought an egg, you know. I'm going on a plane. You know what I'm saying? So these are kind of like a metaphoric that is very specific to what you're talking about. Alright? And then we have beat gestures. Beat gestures are basically like what I'm doing all the time. It's just to keep tempo. You know? I'm talking, I'm keeping you engaged with my facial features, with my beat gestures, so that you're always looking at me. Alright? So my hands are not doing anything specific. Alright, but it's just there to let you know that I'm in communication with you, you know, and I'm talking to you, and this is my body being open to you. We'll look at legs being apart and all that a bit later on in the topic. But what I'm just trying to say, this is first number one, your hand gestures, okay? Where the four that you'll use, you need the iconic, you need the pointing, you need the metaphoric, you need the beat gestures. These are things that help you with your verbal speech, alright? Then we go to, like this guy, okay? See, he's a speaker, he's just being expressive of what he's trying to say, alright? And then the next one, okay, first is the co-speech gestures. The next one is emblems. Now, emblems are what it is lah. It's just a symbol that you don't need to talk. It stands for something. Okay, like just now, like what Presley did. This is for I love you or love or whatever, right? Some of the more common ones are this. You know this, right? This is? Peace. Yeah, this live long and prosperous. I'm saying lah, you know, you don't have to say. So this is peace. You go anywhere, you just say peace, everybody knows. You don't have to say it, we know it's peace. How about this? So when I do this, yes, it's good. Right? Or good, or, you know, just a sign of affirmation. Alright? How about this?
Anger.
Okay, so this is what? Okay, so yes, a clenched fist shows anger. Alright, when a guy is like that, you know, he's angry. But also a clenched fist when we achieve something like, yeah, I did it. It's not really anger, it's more of a positive.
Kalau dia bump fist,
Is there a meaning for bump fist?
dia bump
No, what I'm trying to say is you hold a gesture by yourself, you know something. So maybe if you do this, maybe people think you're going head on or whatever. I mean, is there a meaning for this? So,
Like this?
yeah,
Like fist bump?
yeah. I mean, you do it to yourself.
Oh,
Like,
no.
no, right? I mean, yeah. So yeah, so so gestures can be different in the situation that you're using it. Okay. And of course, like this is, you don't have to say anything, you're just saying goodbye or blowing a kiss to somebody, right? So these are hand gestures that you can use during your communication with your customer, okay? Number 3 is body movements. So body movements, like what I did just now with Presley, I stood in front of him, is still a body movement. I'm not giving him space into my conversation. He's blocked out. Okay? So you actually get to see this quite often in people, you know. You might just think they're standing there, but sometimes their body just doesn't want to engage in a conversation with them. Alright? We'll look at this a little bit more, okay? So if you look at this photo, I'm quite sure this is husband and wife. I've been in this position a lot myself also, okay? So you see where the wife is trying to tell him to buy the egg and the ubi kayu and everything, and he is just not interested, you know. He's just thinking about the football game that's going to happen. Okay, I'm just joking, but what I'm just trying to say, here's someone willing to communicate. You see that, right? Her eyes are open, her hands are in communication, she wants to talk, alright? Or maybe she's accusing him, I'm not sure, alright? But if you see, he is totally spaced out. Alright, he's looking at her, but his eyes are not on her. Alright, so these are body language which you can pick up from. Alright, now a quick one. I'm going to ask you. Now, these 3 people here. What is the guy saying, Presley, to you? What do you think he's saying?
Saying to who?
To these 2 girls. Let's assume they are the 3 in a group. Who do you think he's talking to?
The black hair.
Black hair, okay. And what do you think this girl is doing?
Mungkin dia punya ex-girlfriend.
Okay. Kong, how about you, Kong? What do you think of this photo of the 3 of them in a communication? What's happening right here?
One's being left out.
One is being left
One's
out,
being left out.
right?
Maybe they're talking about work and maybe the third person is not from the same company, something like that.
Okay. This guy's got his hands in his pocket, but he's got 1 feet in front and he's very close proximity. And this girl is touching her ears. Maybe there's some affection between them and she's left out. That girl is here. Oh, okay. That's a point.
They're jealous.
It looks like it.
That girl liked that boy, and then that boy liked that girl. But
Okay.
that girl is afraid of that girl.
That girl is
Afraid of that girl.
That girl is afraid of that girl.
Yeah.
This girl is afraid of this girl.
Yeah. And then that boy liked the
Where
black
did it
hair.
come from?
Yeah, I think like that.
You should give the talk after this now. Okay, anyway, but you're right, okay? This is a negative body language, alright? This person is left out or she doesn't want to be involved in the conversation.
No bad.
Oh, sorry. Thank you very much.
You cut this part later. Okay.
Alright, thank you, thank you.
Could you talk?
Hello, testing, mic test 1 2. Testing 1 2. Thank you very much, thank you very much. Okay. Alright, so we move on. Now, is the same 3 people who are here now, can you see that? How is this body movement now compared to this? They are smiling, this guy's hands is open, and she's also smiling, no more, what do you call this, folding your arms. So you see a difference, right, in when someone is trying to say something to you and when they're also trying to say something to you in this manner. Alright? So why I'm trying to say that, for example, if you look here, this is openness. Alright? There is a comfortable environment, a comfortable zone. They are able to laugh. I mean, if you are not comfortable with someone, I doubt you're going to laugh, right? When I was in my university days, we used to we had something we call a corporate laugh. You know, it's a corporate laugh. Yeah, it's a laugh that if you don't think it's funny, you're forced to laugh. You know, so you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but if you see in this case, it's not that. It's a very genuine smile and body language, body gestures that they're sharing. Okay, And if you look at these girls, right, you look at them, you look at that, their hands are down, they're comfortable, their body's open. A person who doesn't want to talk to you will usually keep his hands like this or folded. I mean, I'm not interested in talking to you. You want to talk, you keep talking, you know, that kind of thing. All right? So these are body movements. All right? So always watch your body movements. You may unknowingly be doing a body language, a body movement that you may not know might offend somebody. Okay? You may think that you just folding your arms is just normal, you know, but somebody else might read it differently. So you need to be careful about welcoming gestures. All right? All right, let's move on. So now, the difference between positive and negative body language. So these are things, okay, you got your facial, your eyes, your head, your body position, your hand gestures. All right? So number one, when we look at facial, is smiling. Okay, everybody loves a smile, right? Okay? Then the other one is tight-lipped. That means you're just like not even interested in talking to the person. Okay? A relaxed mouth, okay? Alert, ready to listen. Why this falls under facial? Let's say now I'm talking to Presley, okay? Now he's looking at me, he's ready to listen. Now Presley, you turn your eyes up there. Look, can you look up? Yeah. And I'm talking to him. It's not working. Alright? So, ready to listen is also a facial expression to have with people, okay? I'm not going to go so much into the negative, alright? Because that's not something we need to focus so much on. Okay? Your eyes, pupils dilated. Pupils dilated means your eyes open bigger. The pupil is the black, you know, the black round in your eyes, right? So when you want to talk to someone, it actually gets bigger. You want to engage in a conversation, all right? Then you have good contact. That means you're looking at them in the eye, all right? And then you have wide open. And your head is straight, mildly nodding, okay? So when Presley was giving his answers just now, I'm nodding at him, okay? That means I'm interested. It's a positive body language, all right? And then you have the body position is open. So every time I'm talking, my hands are open like this to you, all right? I'm not putting my hands at the back. I'm not giving you instruction. I'm not, I'm not instructing things, okay? It's an open body language that I'm having. All right, it's erect, I'm standing straight, I'm leaning forward, all right? So these are things that you can develop when you are dealing with your customer. All right. So don't hunch, and then when they're talking, you just say okay, yeah, you're nodding, okay. So these are practical steps that you can use. Yeah. Hand gestures, open hands, touching, hand to chest. Okay. So these are things that you can actually. This is hand to chest is your hand to your chest. Okay. Don't go and touch other people's chest. Okay. It becomes a problem. Okay. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Say, yeah, welcome. I think you have a housekeeping person, Willie, here, who's always doing that, you know? Yeah, yeah, that's Wakanda forever, okay, yeah. Whatever it is, Presley, keep the hands to yourself, you know, Presley. Don't go around telling, oh, trainer Justin said hand to chest and you touch other people's chest, okay? Don't do that. Okay, all right? So, just a quick look at the negative, just a quick look, when you see someone with all this, crossed legs, leg crossed away, cold shoulders, tapping fingers. You know, tapping fingers are this, you know, people like to do this. Some people actually do it. You tell them a brief information, right? Then they, let me think. Some people are like, you talk the whole half an hour like this. What does it symbolize? I can't wait to leave. I'm bored. Yeah, and I have no interest in talking to you. That is being fidgetive, That again, why are you doing that?
I'm thinking.
Yeah, you're thinking, but the whole way, no, kan? People who are doing something the whole way, what I'm trying to say, people think doing the whole way, they are out of your zone. If you're just doing it while you think, then when you're again in a conversation, you stop, that's different. Okay? The problem when the body language comes, it talks about what is continuously repeated. For example, right, if I am totally zoned out, okay, if I'm not interested in a person, it's like this. It's my hand in the pocket, and I'll be most likely nodding and I'll be looking away. Alright, this is me. Okay? Alright? And if you look at other people also, if you know when you're talking and then suddenly they take out their phones, or they there's one more that I always like is they like to do this when you're talking to them, right? They have this pretending that they are looking around at something, like something happened, then they come back to you. So these are all body language that the person is losing interest. Okay, so you need to turn around and bring them back again. Okay, all right. So, all right. So close hands, of course, lah. This is well known, lah. You sit at the table, your hands is like this. You know, the whole way is all very negative. Like I said, lah. If I came to the top and if I put my hands in the pocket the whole time and I'm just walking around like this, walking around like this, walking around like this, you won't even bother picking up anything from me because I've already I've disconnected with you. All right. All right. Next. Now we're going to look at a few positive body language. Okay, that you maybe can pick up as well. All right. Okay. You look at this. I'll give you a few moments. All right. So I'm going to just assign something. Okay. So Kong, you're going to take this guy. All right. Presley, you're going to take this lady. Jessica, you're going to take this man. David, you're going to take this guy. So what I want you to see is, what do you see from their body language that is positive? Okay, I'll give you about 2 minutes just to have a look, okay?
The red tie macam tanya itu orang mau pergi tandas mana? Tandas.
Where's the direction?
Okay. All right.
No, you're supposed to ask.
I'm lady.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the lady.
I'm supposed to explain what. Yeah.
Not, you don't have to explain. I'm just when you see someone in that body language, all right, what is something positive you see that they are doing? Just from the photo. Okay? All right, so what are they trying to say, or what do you feel positive about them when you talk to somebody like that?
Okay, the first guy.
You?
Me, right?
All right?
Looks like he's expecting something.
Okay.
Something's about to arrive and he's waiting for it.
Right. Yeah, I think, yeah, you're okay. That's good, actually. All right, and you also see he's got his hands open. Like anybody can go and talk to him, and he's actually, yeah, he's in anticipation. Look at his smile and all that. Okay, thank you, Gong. Good one. Press, how about you, bro?
They are very happy.
Right.
Happy. Maksud hand gesture, they are not really tight.
Right.
So maksud dia happy and still dia upkeep dia punya appearance lah.
Okay.
Maybe any macam yang ada something lah, macam dia ada pangkat bagi tengok hello blah blah blah.
Okay.
And yeah, they are happy but they are still firm lah.
Okay.
Firm lah.
All right.
That's what I see.
This one, huh? Okay. All right. Thank you, Presley. Thank you very much. How about this gentleman here?
He looks friendly.
All right.
You're asking people with smile.
Yeah. Welcoming like that. Okay. All right. Anything else? Okay. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you. All right. This gentleman looks like someone you can approach to ask for advice, and he seems very polite, like he's talking to somebody, right? But his hand gestures like he's very polite about it, even though he's a senior man. All right. David, how about you, sir?
I think mine can be both ways. One is asking for direction.
Right.
The other one is giving direction.
Okay. Okay. So he's
Very, very, not cheerful, but I would say very open.
yeah.
Very happy to, very helpful.
Yeah, he's approachable, kan? Okay, all right, great. So these are some positive values, okay, that we can see in the body language. I need to also emphasize some people have certain habitual body language. Okay, for example, I have a friend who's got his thumbs up like this when he folds his arm. All right. Now the thing is, from a very small boy, he used to watch this series called Happy Days. Okay, it's a very old series. In that series, there's a character called the Fonzie. All right, so he's like the coolest character in the series, lah. Okay, all right. So he's the one with the motorbike. This thing is about high school friends. All right, But this guy's already got a motorbike and he's the most good looking guy in the group and all that, right? And he has a way of holding his fingers out like this when he, that's his style of what do you call, folding his arms. So my friend from young age, because he's been his hero, always likes to do that. So if you read some books of body language, you refer to some books, they actually say this is actually the worst method of folding your arms. This is like, not just that you don't want to talk to them, this is like, just please stay away from me, that kind of thing, you see. But for some people it's habitual. So we need to also understand that, okay? Alright? Now, some negative body language, this we're going to learn is number one, for you to avoid when you're talking to your customer, and for you to understand if your customer has such body language. Alright? Okay, so I've given some meaning to it as well, so we can have some time to go through it. Maybe we can discuss about it together. Alright, so let's have a look. Maybe I give about 2 minutes or 3 minutes to just have a go at this, okay? Have some snacks, especially. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's I think like few more there, different types. Then there's one more in the big bag also. The real sour one is in that bag, I think. Yeah.
I don't even know one. How do you get it? What do you have? Oh, is it? How did you get it? Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay, if we are ready, then we just have a quick glance what we are going through with these guys, okay? So we start with this lady here. What captured my attention is this one. The cross leg. What does a cross leg say to you when they're standing? No, I mean, like I said, when they're standing like that, when they're talking to you like that. Someone. Yeah, I would think they want to go to the toilet, But experts say this is actually a way of not open to communicating. That means they're just like, it's a way of them telling you that I'm not really want to be in this conversation, okay? Alright? How about this? They say lying.
Lying.
Yeah. Why do you think she's lying? So her whole body in one body language is trying to say something.
Because she's constantly thinking what to lie about.
Correct. Possible, because she doesn't want to be in this conversation right now. So she might be thinking of a way to bail out. Could be. Alright? This guy, Presley, what do you think of this guy? You're in the events section. You deal with a lot of people like this.
This guy, kalau jumpa this guy, mean they want to attack you.
Yeah.
They want to look strong at you.
Okay. Desiva, what do you see when you see this guy? When you see someone like gangster? Yeah, bit, arrogant with the way they. Okay. And this gentleman here, he's got a suit, nicely dressed up, and he's got his arms folded, but his facial expression, if you just have a look at it, he's not someone who's welcoming, right? When someone looks at you like that, right? He's got such a stern face, and then it's like, reminds me of my maths teacher in school. Yeah, so okay. Then we move on to this lady. Now, poker face, yeah.
You don't know what.
David, what do you think when you see? Hey, sorry. No, go ahead. You were saying?
Don't know what she's thinking.
You don't know what she's thinking, huh? Okay, all right, possible. Okay. Anything else? No. Right. David, how about you when you see someone like this? What is your?
Interested, and she wants to know more or something.
Yeah. So I'll give you an example of something like this. When someone comes up to you and they are like that, when they come like that, they want to tell you something, but their hands are like this, and then they're like, it shows no openness, like something is going to come up, right? When I come up to you, okay, and I come, do you know what just happened earlier? You know something is up. So you pick up this body language. Okay, when you see someone like that, you know what's going to come up. Okay, so you prepare yourself for that. Okay, this is part of the talk as well, how your customer will come and approach you. Okay, and this guy, the last one, thinks you're stupid, so he's very judgmental, right? And Kong, what do you feel when you see someone like this, Kong?
This one, right?
No, this guy.
This guy.
Yeah.
Somewhat looking down on you, I guess.
Kan? Yeah, I feel that too. Okay. All right. Presley, how about you, bro? Anything you see there? This last guy?
They show the superior kamu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dia mau cakap dengan kamu yang is better than you.
Okay. Yeah.
For me lah.
Yeah.
In some cases lah, kalau event tu dia macam memang sudah tabiat dia.
Yeah. Like I said, some are habitual, but some are really, like I said, body language is something you do based on your instinct. It's not something conscious. It's something based on instinct that your body does. Okay? So sometimes it's conscious because it's something that you're used to doing. Okay? So like I told you just now, my friend who's got folded arms with the Fonzie style, he's been habitual from so long, he's been doing that. Okay? So that is one. So we can see the positive, negative of the body language. And you always have to remember, when you look at body language, sometimes it's the first few bits of moments you're with that person, it comes out. Okay? When they come out, is the first burst of expression, you pick that up. Some of it, like what I said, the nail hitting the table, that is something that is prolonged. Then you can see that also. Okay, so you need to see where you are with the customer when it comes to all this. Okay. Now, the importance of good or positive body language. So this is something that I want to impart to you in this training. Okay. Number one, when you use good body language, it makes you approachable. Okay, compared to someone who's got a negative body language. Okay, when you're open, when someone needs some assistance, they know they can look for you. Okay, that is number one. It makes you approachable, especially when we're dealing with our customers. Okay. Number two, it keeps people around you in a comfortable, comfortable presence. Okay. That means when you have a good body language, when you're smiling, your eyes is always attentive, you're listening to them, and you're using good gestures to them, you make that person feel very comfortable. Okay. And when there's comfort, there is trust. Okay, you create that trust. Then they can share with you what's going on. Okay? And then you get to know something more. And this could be something you can use in your personal life. How you use your body language and how you get people to trust you. You need people to trust you so that then you can further do better things for them. You can further understand what's going on with their situation. Okay? If they don't trust you, then they'll start blaming you. You know, but when they have your trust, then they know they can confide in you. Okay? Finally, it provides a higher chance for opportunities. Okay? So, just now, if we go back, right? I am going to ask you a question, okay? Now, a guy comes for an interview like this. This is called a first impression, okay? A guy comes for an interview like this compared to a guy who comes for an interview like this. Immediately, does it create a first impression on you? It does, right? Okay? You realize that some people have taken extra effort to make sure they look presentable to you. And this guy now has a better opportunity compared to this gentleman. Okay? This is not judgmental. Huh? This is just something that humans use to trust each other. It's a body language. It goes across the board. Okay? Alright? So, back to this again. It makes you approachable. It keeps people around you comfortable with your presence. It creates an atmosphere of trust. And finally, it provides a higher chance for opportunities. Okay, so before we go into our activity, which is a very short activity, I'll allocate about 2 minutes for any questions that you have regarding body language. Okay, any questions? No? You have? No, David? Okay. So, before we end the session for today, and we go to a conclusion, I've just got a very simple activity, okay, where I'm going to challenge you to use your verbal talent, your verbal speech talent, and also your body language. I'm going to give you a scenario, okay, which is it's an impossible scenario, okay. You cannot use a negative term to me. You can't say no, you cannot say cannot say can't be done, you cannot say that. But it's going to be an answer that you're going to say no to me. It's going to be a no. So I'm going to give you your line and you're going to say no to me by not saying no. So you cannot give me any negative impressions. You got to give me positive impressions. You understand? I mean, you understand? That means now, like say, Jessica, I want you to give me your car now. It's mine from now on. What are you going to answer me? Okay, now answer me without saying no, something else, but making it positive.
40,000.
You can have it in 1,000 years later.
Yeah, that's the idea.
40,000 cash.
Yeah, you don't say no, but you're going to reply me no. Okay? Or you can turn around and say, I really want you, but my dad asked me first. So I got to give it to him. You never say no to me. You never said no. You didn't say the word no. But you used your expression to say no to me and your verbal speech. Get it? Okay, so I'm going to assign it to you guys. So I read it to you. So Kong, you're number 1. I want to drive your car at 300 kilometers an hour on a road full of potholes. A road full of potholes. I repeat again, Kong, this is yours. I want to drive your car at 300 kilometers on a road full of potholes. Okay, that's yours. I give you time to think, okay? David, yours is, I want to become, I'm talking to you, so you're going to reply to me. I want to become the next president of USA. Alright? Presley, yours, I want to sing in a Bon Jovi concert, but I don't want Bon Jovi there. Okay? I want to sing in a Bon Jovi concert, but I don't want Bon Jovi there. Alright?
Bon Jovi concert.
Yeah. So I don't want the singer, the lead singer there. What's his name? John Bon Jovi. I want the band. I want the Bon Jovi band, but I don't want the lead singer. I want to be the lead singer.
Oh, so you the singer?
Yeah. But it's a Bon Jovi concert. People have bought tickets to see Bon Jovi. But I'm telling you now, as an event coordinator, I don't want Bon Jovi to come. I am going to sing. So you reply me, okay? Right, that's your one, okay? Jessica, yours very easy one. I'll give you a very easy one, okay? because you helped me so much today with the setup all, okay? I want to jump into a river full of crocodiles. Okay? So I give you about 2 minutes to brainstorm, right? Okay, just think about it. Alright, so can I just think about it?
Short answer, okay, right? Just a few words.
Yeah. As long as it's not negative, lah. That's it, lah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, my. Okay, my question was, you know, remember my question?
Under 3.
$300 km proposal. Go fly a kite. Go fly a kite. But that was a joke. Ask you to go and fly a kite. It's a saying lah, yeah? Saying of polite way to say no. You can go fly a kite. Anyway, that was a joke. The actual answer is I think I lost my keys.
Okay. All right.
Can I ask you back a question? Like, does the answer have to be an answer, or it can be a question?
You can ask me a question.
Like my question was, I want to be the president of USA, right?
Okay.
So I want to ask you guys, do you know that the president has the lowest paid salary in the whole world? Can I do something like that?
Okay, you can. You can.
Oh, I can.
You can. But if I answer you, if I say yes, I know.
But that's not the case already, right? There's another question already, right?
No.
You're making it complicated.
Okay.
That's why I asked it. Can it be something, because you said positive, so on the diverging from being that.
So yeah, okay. You know what? I think David. I think it goes. It goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, end of the day, like I told you, this whole session is about just brainstorming, thinking out of the box. Okay. Customer service, body language, fundamentals come in different ideas, different ways. Okay. So there's no one way to approach it. Okay. Like I said from the beginning, is whatever I'm imparting to you is the trainings from the experience and from the literature that I had before. Right? So, Kong, your question is, I want to drive your car at 300 kilometers an hour on a road full of potholes.
I think I lost my keys.
Oh, so that means I can't drive your car.
If I can find my keys, maybe.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Give Kong a clap. Right? Thank you. Okay. Okay. Next was Sue. David. David. Okay. You.
If you want to be the president of USA, okay, then I will tell you that the president of USA is the lowest paid job in the world.
It's the lowest paid job in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I don't want it lah. So it's okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, David. All right. Okay. I keep you for last lah, Presley. I keep you for last. Okay. Jessica, how about you? I want to jump into a river full of crocodiles.
Why not jump into that river? It's full of fishes.
Okay. So that means I can't jump in this river? No. Okay. All right. No problem. But you get the point, right? Sometimes you're faced with a difficult situation where no is the only answer. But if you try hard enough, you can actually reply the customer positively. Even though the answer in nature is negative, you're saying no to the person, right? But you can reply in such a way that you put the person in a comfortable position. Okay? Now I want to jump there. But now you propose, why don't you go here? It's better here. You see? Now you don't let me do what I want, right? But you also provided me with a solution to it. So that's good. All right, Mr. Bon Jovi. Tell us.
I answered it professionally.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Okay, sir. This concert is only for the Bon Jovi full band. As for your request, we can arrange for the future event where you and the band can collaborate to the another event. So as for now, the schedule is already fixed, and the price is already been set, and your schedule of performing also been set. As for your request, sir, we can we can how to say that? Create the.
Mm-hmm.
We can discuss your idea
Mm-hmm.
on the future project.
Okay, very good, very good. Very good. Okay, so that's all we have for today, that the three topics, all right? And we did our activity, okay? Sorry, lost a bit. I'm now planning to do a Bon Jovi concert with Presley already, okay? So, we're going to go to conclusion very soon. So, we're going to take maybe a 2 minutes break, and we'll come back for the question and answer and conclusion, okay? All right.